The Timeless Child.
That is not part of the lore at all.
The Rise of Skywalker.
That is not part of the lore at all.
Big Predator.
That is not part of the lore at all.
So Marvel has hit us with another special presentation, and already I'm hyped because Werewolf by Night trumped almost every single long-winded weekly series from Phase 4 that couldn't justify its length. It's a low-rent Guardians adventure, and at times that lack of cinematic polish is really noticeable, but still, it's written and directed by James Gunn. This feels like an essential piece of Guardians canon. That is part of the lore. It was really nice to just get a little bit more out of the Guardians before their swan song in May next year. Unfortunately, they were utterly wasted in Thor Love and Thunder. You could give Star-Lord's lines to another character, and there would be nothing lost by having them completely written out, so at least we got a second wind this year through the holiday special. Mantis and Drax are the two Guardians who have had the least time to shine, and they happen to be some of my favourites. I mean, to be honest, all the Guardians are awesome, a much more consistently great team than the Avengers. Anyhow, having these two as the leads for this story was a great choice and allowed Gunn to stray further away from action and closer to full-blown comedy. It's inconsequential and a straight-up caper with next to no action. I feel like the way this works is what supposedly She-Hulk was doing, but I didn't really find that too funny and it went on for way too many episodes. We need more special presentations, please. I'd be up for more 40-minute specials that feature movie characters and stories that don't feature a whole lot of action. Something like Spider-Man Blue, which puts the romance ahead of the action, something no Spider-Man feature will probably ever do. So Mantis, with the knowledge that she is secretly Peter's sister, wants to do something special for him and get him a Christmas present. Drax comes up with the genius idea to kidnap an innocent actor and engage in some harmless human trafficking, and with that, this family-friendly Christmas special kicks off. Drax and Mantis are probably the most weird and alien of all the Guardians, so dropping them into Hollywood for the festive season provides plenty of laughs as they try and track down the Invisible Man.
Got a picture with the God of War!
The Kratos comparison was hilarious, although it's funny that this is one of the few times Drax has decided to wear a top. Shirtless Drax is way more Kratos, but I guess even destroyers get cold in Fimbulwinter. Cosmo the Space Dog is so cute and surprisingly powerful. Gunn will no doubt have a lot of fun with her telekinetic powers in Volume 3. Oh, look at that lovely little face. I just find Drax hilarious. I always have. I know some people find him painfully unfunny and annoying, but I'm not one of those people. I just load me up some Drax whenever, wherever. He's just so fucking funny. Kevin Bacon is great in this, and damn near steals the show. It's such a fun and unexpected payoff to finally have the Guardians meet him.
We're just like Kevin Bacon.
Like Kevin Bacon?
He may be on the team, I don't know, I haven't been there in a while.
I thought the break-in was funny, but a bit of a missed opportunity to do it more from Kevin's perspective, particularly when Mantis is leaping around. That shit would be f***ing terrifying with the right horror track. And imagine Dave Bautista breaks into your gaff, you'd be pissing your fucking pants. It was also a fantastic gag to have Drax and Mantis find out that Kevin Bacon is not a hero in their sense, but a thespian.
Actors are repugnant!
I know.
A disgusting actor!
What about when you fought and defeated this super strong masked killer chasing Voorhees in the woods?
What about that time you fought Magneto and the X-Men and he drove a coin through your head? The presence of Kevin Bacon doesn't help the cinematography that feels oddly at home in an EE commercial, but the purely comedic tone, the inconsequential side quest nature of it, and the fact it's mercifully short means it just about gets away with it. The best artistic flourishes are the 2D animated bookends, proving once again Yondu was a sweet but flawed father figure, and the musical number intro credits. No, not that one. Speaking of Peacemaker, John Cena made a blink and you'll miss it cameo as himself. It would have been really wild if the pair stumbled onto the Peacemaker set and met John Cena dressed as the titular DC character. I mean, we already got a Batman reference, so why not a cheeky, not quite crossover? The only drawback would be people would start demanding a proper crossover event, which I think ultimately only works on screen as a gag.
That was such a heartbreaking story.
I know. I hate stories where everybody lives!
So of course there is a teeny tiny bit of action wherein Mantis reveals she's learnt to throw some hands and feet in the time since we last saw her. Watching Drax feel only mildly tickled by an onslaught of bullets was funny, but I'm also glad it showed once again just how powerful he is. I feel like he comes across as roughly super soldier tier strength sometimes, and he gets his ass handed to him way too much. The dude can take machine gun fire to the chest and go toe to toe with Ronan drunk as a fart, and that's just the movie version. The comic version go toe to toe with Thanos. Hopefully in his final appearance he'll actually get to kick some ass. Dave Bautista deserves it. I don't know about the sister reveal with Mantis, you know, it kind of feels like a weird retcon. It just seems like something we would have noticed by now. We didn't get any time to see how she felt about their father's passing in Volume 2, it was only Peter's perspective, and we don't get that here to catch up either. Nor does she explain why she was spared from being killed by Ego when she didn't present the power of the light. Why does she just have mind powers? I don't know, all these things can be explained of course, but it just feels a bit fiddly to what amounts to a moment nowhere near as heartfelt or tear-jerking as Guardians' best moments. Who knows, maybe this sibling relationship will thrive in Guardians Volume 3. Even so, the heart is still present at the end of the special, and it's especially sweet for Kraglin to explain that Bacon's heart and performances were what inspired Peter to be a real hero.
Me? You saved a town for dancing. You taught him how to be a hero. Manting these dopes, they was just hoping you'd bring the joy of Christmas back into his heart is all.
Probably the best cameo in the whole thing is none other than Bucky Barnes' arm, gifted to Rocket by Nebula.
Oh, I'll get that arm.
How did she get the arm? We never find out, which is why it's funny. It's better left unsaid, but people have still tweeted at James Gunn saying that it would be impossible for Nebula to do this to Bucky, but I don't think that's a bad matchup at all. Nebula is super strong, possibly just as strong as Bucky, and she has enough fighting prowess to rival Gamora, who is one of the best fighters in the galaxy. She's the daughter of Thanos, and even as a hero, she is utterly ruthless. Bucky is strong, but he's still not Winter Soldier strong. Plus, he got his arm confiscated by Dora Milaje, and they're not even super soldiers.
They weren't even super soldiers.
Maybe Nebula knows the method, who knows. I would love to see these two throw down either way. Cyborg versus Cyborg. So yeah, it was fun and didn't outstay its welcome, which is more than you can say for most of Phase 4. What did you think of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? Did you enjoy it? How does it measure up to the other Guardians features? How does it measure up to the rest of Phase 4? Let me know in the comments below. A big thank you to my full fat tier patron, Dr. Chike. If you'd like to donate money to my Patreon, you can find me at patreon.com/fullfatvideos. If you'd like to find me on Instagram, you can find me at full_fat_videos. And if you'd like to find me on Twitter, you can find me at, you guessed it, at fullfatvideos.